position, and a guy I love, and I wonder if maybe the preseason will change on this guy a little bit after, especially last week looked great. I wonder how he's going to look in future weeks. That's rookie David Montgomery. I have him 28 overall, so I'm really bullish on him. That's 25 spots higher than his expert consensus ranking. You have him right more in tune. I think you're at around 60 or so, if I have it written down correctly, which is right around where he gets drafted. You have him even below, definitely below Jacobs, and that's kind of a debate I see, but also below Miles Sanders. Do you kind of still feel you take Miles Sanders and Jacobs over Montgomery? Are you having any type of change of tune, or what has you a little bit lower on him?
Yeah, so Montgomery was my RB1 pre-draft. Mm-hmm. He was my I had him like in the third or fourth round or something, like right after the draft. What changed is beat writers just continually talking up Mike Davis. What I'm just waiting to see here is preseason usage. I do this every year. I track snap share with the first team offense. I want to see how they're planning on using this guy. Based on the decision to acquire him, he could be a bell cow because they sent Jordan Howard off for a sixth round pick. Yeah. And then they gave up a third round pick, a fourth round pick. They fell 55 spots on day 3 to acquire this guy. Mm-hmm. Why else would you do that? Why would you say he's this much more valuable than Jordan Howard if you're not going to use him as a bell cow? And I love him. I love him as a talent. Arguably PFF's greatest college runner in terms of missed tackles and missed tackles forced. I just worry he's going to get stuck in that Jordan Howard role. And that Jordan Howard role is not going to be as valuable this year. That Chicago got really lucky with turnovers, their point differential, just massive blowouts. That's going to decline. But I believe in him as a runner, a pass catcher, a pass blocker. He should be the bell cow. I just want a little more evidence that that's going to be the case. Sanders feels a little bit safer right now, but honestly, that might be a mistake having Sanders ahead of him.
Yeah, I think everything you cited is my whole case for him. So it's good that we're on the talent page here with him because I agree with you. Everything he does as a 3-down horse is why I think he'll actually buck that kind of Howard role trend. Matt Nagy and the owner and everybody, there's been multiple people making comments how that offense is at its best when it's unpredictable and they want a true 3-down threat in order to be that way. And I think Montgomery defines that, whereas Howard, his receiving, he was the definition of a predictable 2-down plotter. There's a great stat. It might have been from you. I forget exactly who I saw it from, but it was they ran the ball over 60% of the time when Howard was in and then threw it over 60% of the time when Cohen was. So it was, both of those led the league. So they were the definition of predictable with their backfield last year. And I really think Montgomery gives them that upside to not be. Davis does bring that similar 3-down skill set, and they've also cited him in those. But I just think through preseason play and through camp, I just believe Montgomery is a next level talent compared to Davis, who's solid and a great handcuff and a good backup. But I think he does that goal of making them so much more unpredictable. He has a lot of people compared him to Kareem Hunt coming out, and I thought one stat that you cited really kind of alluded that they're both, one thing I actually noticed too, they were both coached by the same college coach, running backs coach, and that guy said, yeah, of course they're spot on. They both have the great contact balance, the elusiveness in tight quarters. So this guy who's seen them both as close as anybody thought it was true. And then you had the stat that the only college running back to ever force more than 100 missed tackles was Montgomery, and he did it in back-to-back seasons. So, I mean, you got the stats to back up what the college coach is saying, and when Nagy had Kareem Hunt just 2 seasons ago, he led the league in rushing as a rookie. So all of those things are kind of aligning to me. Mike Davis did play over him in the preseason week 1 game, but then Montgomery comes in the next drive, 41 of 49 yards went to him. He caps it off with a beautiful 7-yard scamper, has a great 21-yard screen, just showed all those 3-down traits. Everything I see is just like top 10 offense, top 10 line, and a guy that should get, if Howard had 250 carries, you give him those plus another 30, 40 receptions. This guy's going to be a monster. So that's one I thought you were a little low on. It sounds like you love the talent. You just need to see the role, though. So
I agree with literally everything you said, for sure. Yeah. I should wait and see on preseason usage. Trubisky played 3 snaps last week. Mike Davis was in on all 3 of those snaps. So I want to see what happens moving forward. Hopefully, a tilt more towards Montgomery's favor, and it should be, or at least more word out of camp. But yeah, love the player, love the theoretical role that should happen. Just need rational coaching, and I believe in that. So